स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम्.
Why meditate? A single line answer will be to raise the frequency of your consciousness. How it heals, we can understand with this small diagram. I'll try to present a simple diagram how our mind works, how the meditation influences our system, how meditation directly affects our hardware and software. Our hardware is physical body, our software is our mind. Let me try to give you a simple diagram. You can understand what meditation can do, why meditation needs to be practiced. Can you project? Atma Prabha? Can you project this? Is it seen already? Is it seen? Huh? That's enough. I don't need to write. No, nothing. I wanted that 4 states of consciousness. Here is a diagram. Hope all of you, if you are able to see. Is it getting projected? I think if I stand up, I'll be able to explain in a much better way. I think I can explain from here. We have 2 states of mind. You can say 2 states of mind you experience in your day-to-day life. One with thoughts, another one without thoughts. Now, you know you have thoughts. In the deep sleep, do you have thoughts? No. So with thoughts, without thoughts, these are the 2 states of mind. 2 states of being means the deeper level. Your being also experiences 2 states. One with the clear identity, I. Now, all of you have that identity with the I consciousness, with that identity I. In the deep sleep state, you don't experience the I state, the I consciousness. In the deep sleep, you don't experience the feeling I. Understand? In the mind, you experience 2 states. One with thoughts, without thoughts. Same way in the being, you experience 2 states. With I, with identity, strong identity, and without identity, without feeling or remembering your identity. In the deep sleep state, you don't remember your identity. In the waking state, you remember your identity. I am this, I am that. Usually, constantly, you will be remembering or you will be reminded about your identity. With I consciousness, without I consciousness, Now, if we just understand how this state of mind and the state of consciousness connect with each other and create different states in your being, different states in your consciousness. First, with thoughts and with eye consciousness, that's what we call Jagrat state, wakeful state. Of course, most of us are now in that state. I can't say all, at least most. With I and with thoughts, you have the identity I, and the thoughts are moving. The frequency of I is more than the frequency of thoughts. That is why you are able to control the thoughts. If you want, you can control a thought. If you don't want, you can remove a thought. If you want, you can create a thought. With I consciousness and with thoughts, this is called Jagrat state, waking state. Next, dream state. You have thoughts, with thoughts, but there is no consciousness, there is no identity. That is why you will see sometime in your dreams, you will feel as if you are in college, but you will be sitting with your son. Means there is no clear identity. The identity is not logical, it is not clear. Not only that, the depth, frequency of the identity, frequency of the I is lower than the frequency of thoughts. That is why you are not able to control the thoughts. In the waking state, frequency of I is more. That is why you are able to control your thoughts. In the dream state, the frequency of I is lower than the frequency of thoughts. That is why you cannot control the thoughts in the dream. If at all we have a freedom to dream what we want, we know what all we will be dreaming. What kind of dreams we will be choosing. The dream state, the I state, the consciousness is lower than the thoughts. That is why we say there is no I, but there are thoughts. And the third stage, third thing, neither the I consciousness nor the thoughts, it is called Sushupti. It's called deep sleep state. These are the three states constantly we experience in our life. We experience waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. These three states. There is fourth state which we have not experienced. That is what we call Turiya. There are no thoughts, but the identity I exist is there. It's a very strange experience. Very rarely you might have experienced, very rarely one or two people experience in their life. If some sudden shock, or if you are sitting with a nature completely deeply relaxed, deep silence, maybe at those few moments you experience no thought, but you are not sleeping. The identity is alive. The I, the consciousness is alive. You know you are alive, you are awake, but there is no thought. This is the fourth state. As on now, most of us have not experienced this state. This is what we call Turiya. We experience only these three. Now, the problem is the reason for all our physical and mental illness, diseases is the dreaming state. The dream state starts penetrating, overlapping the deep sleep and thinking. If your waking state is penetrated by the dream state, it's called daydreaming. If your night deep sleep is penetrated by dreaming, it is called disturbed sleep. Continuously, in the night time or in the daytime, your dreaming state, your swapna is disturbing your life. The more your deep sleep state is, your sushupti is disturbed by swapna, you will have chronic fatigue and insomnia problems. More your waking state is disturbed by the swapna, you will have daydreaming, less awareness. Sometime you can see, you will get into your car, drive for 10 kilometers, you will reach your office. Only when you stop in your parking lot and get down, take out the key, suddenly you will realize, oh, you drove for so many miles. You would have taken hundreds of decisions to press the clutch, to press the brake, to stop or to run. You would have taken so many decisions without your awareness. Suddenly you realize, oh, I finished my driving. Means the dream state is overlapping, penetrating the waking state. More and more the dream state is penetrating the waking state, the frequency of your consciousness will come down. You may live in the human body, but you will not be living the human life. The frequency comes down. You do not know what decisions you are making. You do not know what kind of words you are thinking. You do not know what is happening inside you. It's like living inside a house, but you do not know what is happening inside that house. Living in the waking state, which is continuously disturbed by the dream state, is what I call living in hell. Now, all the physical and mental disorders are directly from this dream state penetrating either deep sleep or waking state. Waking state or deep sleep state, both if it is penetrated by the dream state, you will have physical and mental disorders. If the dream state penetrates the waking state too much, that is what we call depression, because you will not have the clarity to think further. You will not have clarity to move further. You will not have freedom or energy to move further. That is what we call depression. You will feel like all doors are closed. All possibilities are over. Why meditate? Let me come back to the question. Why meditate? Meditation is needed to create more and more influence, awareness over your thinking state and unconscious state. Instead of dream state penetrating thinking and instead of dream state penetrating waking state and deep sleep, your turiya, the fourth state, the blissful state is supposed to penetrate the waking state and deep sleep state. The more and more you meditate, raise your awareness, raise your consciousness. The fourth state, turiya means fourth. You can't name this state. Or you can give any name. Samadhi, enlightenment, Atmajnana, Brahmajnana, Nirvana. Any name you can give, different names, but same state. This state, if it starts penetrating, overlapping the waking state and deep sleep state, you will see health in the body and in the mind. You will see health in your being. The purpose of meditation is to experience this state at least once, the fourth state at least once, and bring more and more influence of the fourth state on your waking and deep sleep state. If your waking state and deep sleep state is totally influenced by the fourth state, the Turiya, that is what we call Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment. Meditation is a method, technique to bring more and more fourth state in your day-to-day life. If you experience the fourth state in your waking state and the deep sleep state, you are meditating. The purpose of meditation is to bring the fourth state into your waking state and deep sleep state. Maybe the physical health and mental health, everything is byproduct. Of course, it happens, but it's a byproduct. The purpose, main purpose is to experience the higher states of consciousness. When? The next question is when? It's a very controversial question. All the youngsters think, I can do this in my old age. All the elderly people think, I should have done in the young age. All the old people think, oh, I have enough time. I can do when I don't have anything else to do. All the youngsters are thinking, no, I should. All the elderly people are thinking, no, I should have done in the young age. When? The when question, I am not looking at that question only about the timing of the meditation. The decision to do meditation or the decision to enter into meditation, when that should happen in the life. Meditation is just like a reading owner's manual before you start driving the car. The person who does not read the owner's manual before driving the car will naturally end up in accidents. Same way, the person who has not started the meditation before entering into the life will naturally end up in suffering and depression. Basic things for the life is the psychological revolution. Understand one more thing I wanted you to understand. This question, when meditation, needs to be understood and analyzed very deeply. Meditation is the basic thing for the life. It's a very basic need. As I was telling, like owner's manual, reading the owner's manual. Meditation is like a owner's manual for your body, for your life. The moment you start living, you need to go through. You need to enter into it. Before the meditation, one basic important thing needs to happen in you. Psychological revolution means understanding about self, world and God. As on now, the understandings we are carrying are insufficient. They are not able to give a rest in your system. Understand? When I say the word psychological revolution, I mean having a clear understanding about the self, world and God, the source of the self and the world, God. The understanding which gives you a complete rest through which you are able to solve all your life problems, through which you are able to find your own life solutions. That is what I call psychological revolution. If you are able to find solution for all your day-to-day problems by the understanding about you, world and God, you had psychological revolution. If you are not able to find solution for your day-to-day problems through these three understandings, then you need to learn. Only a person who went through psychological revolution can meditate. Till then, any technique you try. People come and tell me, Swamiji, the moment I close my eyes, I get more number of thoughts than before meditation. If I am doing something, I have less number of thoughts. The moment I close my eyes and try to meditate, I have more number of thoughts. I have more problem. Means the psychological revolution has not happened. Psychological revolution is a basic need for meditation. When we address the question, when meditation, we should say after psychological revolution, means the clear understanding about you, the clear understanding about the world, and clear understanding about the God, which is the source for you and the world. You may think, if I have that clear understanding about all these three, then I don't need meditation. I can say it's like a vicious circle. If you don't have that clarity, you can't meditate. If you can't meditate, you will not have clarity. It's like a vicious circle. If you add clarity, that clarity will lead to meditation. Meditation will lead to more clarity. It will become virtuous circle. Instead of going through the vicious circle, moving towards the virtuous circle. If I have to give one more a simple example, this dream state, constantly penetrating into the waking state and unconscious state, is what leads to more and more misunderstanding, more and more dullness, more and more lethargic feeling, more and more tamas. That's what we call pravritti. Traveling towards suffering. If the turiya, the blissful state, penetrates the waking state and deep sleep state, that is what we call nivritti, moving towards the fulfillment. This is virtuous circle. The clarity leads to meditation, meditation leads to clarity, leading one to another. The psychological revolution is a basic need, basic understanding. I always tell people, if you straight away close your eyes and start meditating, you may have more number of thoughts. So in the initial level, I always give a technique which will not be directly meditation, which will be more like a contemplation. Means you will have an idea, you will have a technique. When you work with it, it won't lead to directly thoughtless state. It will lead to more and more clarity. It will lead to psychological revolution. You will have an intense space where you can analyze your understandings, where you can consider your decisions, where you can rethink again and again your desires, your fears, your worries, what you think as the base in your life. You can again and again look into these details. You can again and again look into these things. Otherwise, many times we do not know what is our desires. People brag just in the outside world, but they do not know what they are talking. Small story. 3 old ladies were sitting and bragging about their sons. One was saying, "You don't know about my son, how much he loves me. He personally took me to a travel agent and arranged for my vacation and did the best possible arrangements and gave me 20 days vacation." The other one said, "You don't know what my son did. He got a separate, not only the travel agent, vehicle, a separate flight. He arranged everything for 1 month." Third one said, "You don't know what my son does. He goes to the costliest psychiatrist. All he talks is about me." Many times, what you think as life, about what you brag, may not be exactly what you need, may not be exactly contributing to you, may not be exactly adding to you. So in the initial level, taking up a technique which can awaken, which can help the psychological revolution in you is the best way to start. When meditation, here and now, neither the age can be the reason to postpone the meditation, nor the time. Sometimes people tell, should I meditate in morning? Should I meditate in the evening? I always tell people, meditation should become quality of your life. There are 3 kinds of meditation. One, it's a kind of a truth or bringing your awareness to the life. That is supposed to be done 24 hours. Techniques like Vipassana are bringing your awareness to the present moment. 24 hours. It is not a part of your routine. It should become quality of your routine. There are other kinds of techniques for which you need to spend particular time, like a morning 1 hour or evening 1 hour or some specific time. There are some meditation techniques which needs to be done whole day. There are some particular time. There are some other techniques. You neither need to do whole day nor need to spend separate time. Just very remembrance is enough. There are some great truths. When you are really in that matured state, you don't need a separate technique. You don't need to practice whole day or in particular time. Just very remembrance, you will be in that state. You will be in that state. You will be experiencing the truth. In Zen, there are some beautiful koans. Just very remembrance, you will be transported to that zone. There's a very beautiful story in Upanishad. Disciple comes to the master and asks for technique or a method for enlightenment. Master says, "Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, that art thou, you are the truth." And the story says, disciple became enlightened. Very strange story. Just master repeats few words and disciple is enlightened. How can it happen? How is it possible? Looks too much. If we have done the two different techniques, means the techniques which needs to be done whole day and the techniques which needs to be done in a particular time, that very maturity will lead you to the level, the moment you listen, you will start experiencing it. You will start experiencing it. When, why, what, now how. There are so many different techniques. Somebody asked me the other day, why you have so many gods, so many methods, so many techniques? I told them, in the West, why do you have so many cars? They asked me this question in the West. I told them, why you have so many cars? Because you spent so much of energy in doing research and development in the comfort level, about the luxury. So much of time and energy has been spent to develop the comfort and luxury. That is the reason you have so many luxurious things, so many cars. Same way, in the East, we spent so much of time in thinking and doing research and development how to raise the consciousness. Because we have done so much of research and development, we have so many methods, so many techniques, so many gods, so many paths. All those things are available to us because we have done so much of research and development. We have hundreds and thousands of techniques in front of us, so many methods. We will see 3 techniques. Each day we will do one technique. Today we will do one technique. Working on our mind, inner chattering. Tomorrow we will do a technique to release the engraved memories. Day after tomorrow we will do a technique to go to the deepest silence or the core of our being. When, why, how, what? All these basic questions about meditation